Hi, my name is Nathan with Complete Water Solutions, and today we're going to talk about water softener and carbon filters, and specifically in more like the food and beverage applications or even in a pharmaceutical environment. Now, there are a lot of questions regarding water softener and carbon filters, and some of the most common ones are, when should I replace my resin, and how often should I have my unit serviced? And that can really depend and vary based on the amount of wear and tear on your system, and also as far as what your operating procedures are and what you may have validated. So our traditional water softener, like what we have here, is a Fleck 2900 water softener system. And the reason why it's a Fleck 2900 water softener is because at the top here you'll see it is asphyxiated with the Fleck 2900 water softener valve. Now we have two different types of units here. We've got one that is a meter or electronic or digital unit, and then we also have a time clock unit. So water softeners inside the tanks will have a thing what's called resin. Now the common question is how often should I have my resin replaced? Well, that's a really good key, and it varies based on water usage, varies based on water quality coming into your facility, and also bases on a couple other varying factors. But one sure shot way to figure out how good your resin is to have it tested. So when you first put in your water softener system, you're going to put in resin. And you'll notice that I'm holding two different jars here, and there's two different colors of resin. They're both cation resin. There's nothing different between the two. They're both 8% cross-link, and they're both NSF-Approved product. When you turn around and you put your water softener in for the very first time, you should measure what we call the freeboard on the water softener. And freeboard is from where the top of the tank is, or on a steel tank, it may be from where the weld is at, down to where the resin levels are currently located. And that you'll know is your freeboard. Basically how much resin you have inside the vessel when you first started. The next thing you should do is about every 5 years or so, you should have your resin tested. Some customers do it annually, some do it every couple of years. My recommendation is at least 5-year intervals that you should have your resin tested. We actually pull a sample and we send it into a third-party lab, so it's not the water softener guy telling you that the resin's bad. We forward you that report, and then you can keep that on file and on your record. That also helps us determine what the life expectancy of your resin is. And at this point, we can gauge on what needs to be replaced.